Good morning to all. This is your third lecture of Unit 2 Geometric Modeling. Today's session we are going to discuss B-spline curves. Just a recap of Bezier curve. So let me begin with Hermite curve also. Hermite curve is defined by the position of endpoints and its tangent vectors. Whereas in Bezier curve, it is defined by having a number of control points. If I am interested in generating third order or cubic Bezier curve, I should have four control points. For starting point and ending point will be lying on the curve itself, and other 2 points will be away from the curve, and this will influences the shape of the curve. Now what you are seeing is this is the Bezier curve definition, and this expression we have discussed in the last class. Now the problem with the Bezier curve is, if I want to generate a curve with 10 number of control points, in this case the order of the curve is going to be 10 to the power 9. If higher order curves, handling higher order curves by using algorithm or computer program is very tedious process, so that it is very difficult. Minimum number of points easy to handle. So most of the cases cubic Bezier curve is okay. We can create any application or any surfaces using cubic Bezier curve. In extraordinary cases, if we are generating some ninth order curve, handling will be a problem. And if I change the location or position of one particular control point, say P11 here, the shape of the entire curve is going to change. It has got global influence, whereas the curve what we are discussing today, the B-spline curve, has local control. This is global control, that one is local control. And we have already discussed the kind of continuity C1, C2. In order to have C2 continuity, we have to have curve of third order. Next, B-spline curve, and we are just introducing here. The B-spline curve, we can have number of control points, n number of control points we can have. Say 25 number of control points or 10 number, 100 point control points we can have. But the user has to choose the number of points, control points influencing the curve. Understand? In case of Bezier curve, we will have four control points. If position of one control point is changed, the entire curve is shape of the curve is changing. Whereas in B-spline curve, if though I have 25 number of control points, I can decide 3 number of control points can influence a particular set of particular portion of my curve. So local control is allowed in case of B-spline curve. That is a major advantage when compared to Bezier curve. Here the K value, so number of control point influencing this shape is determined by the user. If you say look into this, curve is defined by n+1 control points and the order of the curve we can define. It is a user defined value. The curve has an advantage that it has local propagation, unlike global propagation properties of Bezier curve. So local control is possible. The curve can be used to define both open and closed curves. Open curve and closed curve, any shot can be defined by using this. So Bezier versus B-spline curve. This expression we have studied in the previous lecture. N choose I, NCI, N choose I, 1 minus T. We use the notation T. In this slide, they are using U. You can use T or U, whatever value, N minus I, U to the power I, Xi. It is the position of the control point. If you look at into the B-spline curve, what is the difference is Nik, N suffix Ik is B-spline basic function. Okay, this is position of the control points. where I is equal to 1 to n. We can have n number of control points, maybe 10, 15, 20, something like that. That is user defined value. And how many number of control points can influence the shape of the curve, that is determined by the user. That value is known as a k. If k is equal to 3, means 3 control points only influencing the shape of the curve. So what I am trying to convey here is particular segment of the curve is influenced by a certain control points. Certain control points means the user can define 3 control points can influence a particular segment of the curve, or 4 points, or 2 points. It's a user defined value. Okay, closing curve means the starting and end point, starting and end control points are same. That will be a closed curve. If control points n is equal to 6, number of control points 6, if I am choosing k is equal to 3, means 3 control points can influence a particular segment of a curve. In that case, how many segments I can have, that can be calculated by using this expression n minus k plus 2. Here it is 6, 6 minus 3, 3, 3 plus 2, 5. In this case, my B-spline curve will have 5 different segments. Each segment is influenced by 3 control points. That is the meaning of this expression. So this expression you have to remember, x of u is equal to summation of I is equal to 0 to n, nik u xi. This is the control point position. This is B-spline basic function. This one you have to remember, this expression B-spline curve. Where, and again, u will be varying from 0 to n minus k plus 2, means the number of segments. It is talking about number of segments. If you have 5 segments, it will be going from 0 to 4. Likewise, this value referring to number of segments in the curve. Let us look into this picture. It will give you a clear understanding of B-spline curve. Here there are control points P0, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6. Totally, how many control points? 6 control points. 6 control points. And this is a curve, B-spline curve. Let us assume this is a B-spline curve. And I am defining that k is equal to 3, means my curve will be influenced by 3 points. For instance, this segment from P0 to this orange dot, this curve is influenced by 3 control points, say P0, P1, P2. Okay, this, if I change the location of this P1, this curve alone going to change. Its shape alone going to change. Okay, this point we can discuss later. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 segments I have, because I am choosing 3 control point can influence a particular segment. Okay, so here k is equal to 4 means 4 control points are influencing the shape of the curve. This is known as non-uniform B-spline curve. What is non-uniform? That we shall discuss in the next slide. For instance, I have numbered the segments 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 segments I have shown. Here, if I take this segment, 1 is influenced by 3 points P0, P1, P2. P0, P1, P2. If you look into this segment from this orange dot to this dot, this portion is influenced by 3 control points, namely P1, P2, P3. P1, P2, P3 influencing the segment 2. Similarly, segment 3, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 are the points influencing the shape of the segment 3. Likewise, segment 4 and segment 5 I can write. For segment 5, 3 consecutive points P6, P5 and P4. P6, P5, P4 influencing the segment 5. Right. If you look at, since I have defined k value as 3, so 3 control points are influencing the shape, particular segment. Right. If you look at P0 is influencing only one segment, P1 is influencing 2 segments, 1 and 2. P3 is influenced, I mean, the point P2 influencing three segments, 1, 2, 3. Point P3 is influencing three segments, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And point 4 is influencing four segments, P3, segment 3, segment 4, segment 5. And P5 is influencing segment 4 and 5. P6 is influencing only one segment, that is segment 5. Since the influence of the control point is not uniform, it is called as non-uniform curve. So influence of the control point is not uniform for every segment. Therefore, it is called as non-uniform curves. Right. Some of the key points, let us see. Uniform B-spline curve doesn't passes through the first and last control points. So the previous case, what we have seen is non-uniform, so that it is passes through starting point and ending point. In case of uniform B-spline, it will not passes through the first and last control point. If the curve is passes through first and last control point, it is called non-uniform B-spline curve. The value of K is defined by the user. What is K? How many number of control points influencing a particular sector or particular segment, that is known as value of K. K defines the type of continuity. What is type of continuity? We have seen it in the first class. C0 means position continuity. C1 means velocity or slope continuity. C2 is acceleration continuity. K minus 2 is the continuity of the curve. K minus 2 is the continuity of the curve. If you have chosen three control points influencing a particular segment of a curve, it will have C1 continuity. What is C1? Slope continuity or velocity continuity. If K is equal to 4, you can have C2 continuity, since the expression is given by K minus 2. 4 minus 2 will be 2. C2 continuity or acceleration continuity is possible in this case. Okay, so B-spline expression is given in the first slide. And sorry, this is B-spline curve expression that I have given in the earlier slide. This is Bezier versus B-spline curve. This one we are very familiar with. If the order of the Bezier curve is 5, then you have to write the expression like this: x0, x1, x2. These are all the control points. How many number of control points? Accordingly, you have to mention it. And this expression we have seen by using Bernstein expression. We can write Pascal triangle. This coefficient can be calculated. So this can be written. At the same time, non-uniform B-spline curve, it is written for n is equal to 5 control points, and I'm making 3 control points at a time to influence a particular segment of a curve. So in this case, this expression will be, this is rewritten, xu n I k, I can vary from 0 to n. In this case, n is equal to 5. So you substitute this will be 0, I will be 0, 0 comma 3, and u, this will be x0, I value will be 0. Now I value is incremented, n1, the k value is 3, it is user defined value 3, and this will become x1. Likewise, you can write this expression. This shorter form is expanded here. So these are all the coefficients: n03, n13, n23, n33, n43, n53. The finding out this coefficient is a very tedious process. We cannot have a direct formula to calculate this one. So this curve is evolved because of the evaluation of the software. Manual calculation is very difficult. Okay, if n is equal to 5, means there will be 6 control points. This one we have to remember. This is applicable to this one. What is that? Okay, if n is equal to 5 means there will be 6 control points, right? B-spline curve, the previous expression, this is the previous expression we have seen here, this coefficient values and these expressions we have seen. In this case, if n is equal to 5, k is equal to 3, now how many segments we can have? 5 segments possible, because this is given by n plus some expression which is given earlier. I wanted to show it. N minus k plus 2 will be the number of segments. Okay, number of segments n minus k plus 2. If you use that, how many number of segments you will, in this case, particular case, n minus k plus 2 will be 5 minus 3 plus 2 will be 4 totally. Therefore, 4 segments we can have, where u value, the first segment u value will be varying from 0 to 1. For second segment, u value varying from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. So this particular case, n is equal to 5 and k is equal to 3, 5 control points, and I'm allowing 3 control points to influence a particular segment. In this case, I can have 4 segments. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 segments I can have. For every segment, this is the expression. This is the expression. This one you have to make it up. No other co. So in your examination, if people are asking a write brief note at B-spline curve, whatever expressions you are seeing it here, you just reproduce it and write something relevant to that. What is n, what is k, how it influences, why it is called non-uniform B-spline, etc. Okay, so exact definition or very exact derivation is very difficult, because this coefficients, what coefficient? This coefficient n03, n13 calculation is very, very difficult. Supposing if you want to find out n0, n13, this is I am giving you as an example case. N13, if you want to find out, you may require the value of n43. Okay, n13 I am interested in finding out. For finding out n13, I may require other coefficient n23, probably n23 or n33. Any value may require to calculate this value. But while calculating n13 coefficient, this is unknown. This is unknown. If you are interested in finding out the expression for n23, that value may require n43. So likewise, it is regressive, so that manual calculation is very difficult. In case of computer, you can write programs by which you can find out, by trial and error method, you can calculate the expression, this particular coefficient values. So you have to remember and you have to expand. Actually, this particular expression is enough. You can expand it. Right. So B-spline curve, non-uniform B-spline curve properties. The curve is k minus 2 continuous. This one we have already seen, where k is equal to number of control points influencing a particular segment. Minus 2 will be the continuous. If 3 means C1 continuity. The curve is made up of n minus k plus 2 segments. This also I have introduced. The only k control points affects any segment of the curve. It has got local control. This is the major advantage of B-spline curve. A given control point affects 1 or 2 or 3 segments of the curve, not the entire shape of the B-spline curve. So cubic input to B-spline curve, first point x0, y0, z0 is the coordinate values, Cartesian coordinate values. Second point P1, x1, x2. Likewise, you can have n number of points. The order of the curve is k. Okay, so the nik, this is what the coefficient of the B-spline curve is given by this expression. This one also you have to remember, no other go. It is very highly complex. If you look at, if I am interested in finding out n0k, k is equal to 3, because I am allowing 3 control points to influence a particular segment 3. I value I can change from 0 to n number of points. In this case, if you substitute, I will be 0. In this case, I will be 0. Okay, so if you look into this expression, I will be 0, whereas k will be 3. Okay, k will be 3. I am interested in this one, I plus 1. If you want to find out I03, in that case, you need I04, 0, 4. So next coefficient you should know. Then only you can calculate value of this one. Similarly, here also I plus 1. I value is 0. I value is 0 means 1. Here it will be 1. K minus 1 will be 2. 1, 2. Okay, so very beginning of finding the expression, the first one 0, n03 is required 04 and 1 4 1 2. So these are all higher order coefficients. After knowing that only you can calculate. It's a regressive function. It is very difficult to calculate. Manual calculation is very difficult. So algorithm is used. Some standard programming is used. By trial and error method, computer will calculate this coefficient so that this coefficient can be calculated. If you look at here, NIUK is a regressive function. B-spline curve is evolved due to the availability of computers. K and N are inputs that we have to give. T is not vectors. What is not vector? If a control point is lying on the curve, that particular point is known as not. Okay, so this is also the continuation to the previous one. Okay, so this also you have to remember. The actual derivation is very complex and is available in theory of splines. Writing program is essential rather than checking manually or analytically. So it seems very difficult to do manual calculations. So you have to write a program and checking, but in our exam system, we will be asking you write a brief note on B-spline curve. So in that case, you can write whatever comes into your mind. You can draw a diagram and you can explain it by giving a standard expression. Standard expression, what I mean is this particular expression. What is it? This one, B-spline curve. This one you can write. This expression you can write, and whatever related to B-spline curve that you can write in your paper. Okay. Right. Next one, NURBS. What is NURBS? Non-uniform rational B-spline curve. Okay. B-spline curve, this expression, you have seen it. This is a coefficient value. This is the position of the control point. This is the number of segments. N minus k plus 2 is number of segments. Okay, this expression you can write. Find out the difference between this and this. Here, one scalar value hi is introduced. Hi is a scalar value, and the whole thing is divided by this value. It is something like your CGPA calculation. This value, normalization or some fraction value is introduced. Hi, Nik, these two only. The Xi is left over here. It's like your CGPA calculation expression. This is the scalar introduced. By giving different value, you can have different curve. That is the idea behind it. Okay, so B-spline curve equal in weight means the H will be 1. H value will be 1. Okay, so NURBS, non-uniform rational B-spline, a rational version of B-spline curve means it is divided by certain value. HA is a scalar, means a number, weightage given to every control point. Weightage higher means that point influence is more on the shape of the curve. Okay, higher weightage value means that point is influencing the curve more. That is the meaning. Okay, NURBS, if all H values are 1, it is known as non-uniform B-spline. If weightage is higher for 0.2, the segment 2 moves closer to the control point 2. Understand? Higher weightage means that point influences the particular segment more. If weightage is infinite, what is the meaning? The curve will be passing through the control point. Very high value means it passes through the control point. Circular arc or any other analytical curve can be modeled by assigning or changing the weight to the control points. NURBS can be used to represent B-spline, Bezier, Hammett, and other form of curves. It's a more versatile curve. So if by giving appropriate coefficient value, scalar value, you can have you can create B-spline, Bezier, or Hammett curve, or any analytical curve also. NURBS are used as a standard curve for most of the CAD/CAM applications. Okay, so this part is over. It's an assignment. It is not for all. Whoever is interested, you just read theory of splines and you try to generate what we did in Hermite and Bezier curve. I have generated a curve, right? By giving starting point and ending point, tangent vector position, Hermite curve is generated. And the second case, what I have given you, the Bezier curve, by giving coordinates value of 4 control points. Yeah, by changing value of t from 0 to 1, I have generated a curve. Very similar to that, this can be done, but it is not for all. Whoever is interested in computer coding and all, you can generate. Assuming suitable n and k, write a computer program to generate non-uniform B-spline curve. Nope, it's not for all. Again, I am insisting it's not for all. Whoever is interested, you can generate. After generating, you can share it to the class, including me also. Okay, if you have developed a code and you can generate it by using computer code, you generated a curve, the method, algorithm, or the flowchart, how you generate it, what are the steps involved, you can explain it to me also. So I am also not knowing coding of generation of B-spline curve, that can be explained to the class. Okay, so with this, curves over. With this, curves over. Okay, so 50% of your unit 2 is over with this lecture. So remaining 50, we will be discussing on surfaces and solids. Surfaces will take 2 lecture and solid will take 2 lecture. Another 4 lecture, your unit 2 will be over. Thank you. Thank you for attending my class.